You wake up in the morning and the room is silent. For a moment, everything seems normal. But then you notice something strange. Their phone is face down, hidden, and that chill in your chest, a feeling you can't explain. Maybe it's paranoia, you think, but what if it's not? Maybe it's the truth, trying to reveal itself, and you still don't want to face it. Breakfast passes in silence, and you notice how they've changed. Before, laughter and conversation lasted until you left the house, and now every word sounds automatic, distant. You wonder what happened, but the answer seems to slip through your fingers. There's something in their eyes, a subtle evasion, a smile that doesn't reach their eyes, small details that make your heart tighten for no apparent reason. You try to rationalize, telling yourself you're overreacting, but that feeling in your chest doesn't lie. During the day, you begin to notice patterns that would have gone unnoticed before. They pull away from their phone when you approach. Messages disappear in seconds. Muted notifications you only notice too late. There are small lies. I'm with friends. I have to work late. I don't know what you're talking about, and each one builds an invisible web of distrust. You feel, even without proof, that something is wrong, and every gesture confirms what your heart already knew. There are secrets you weren't meant to see. Physical changes don't go unnoticed either. They start dressing up more, wearing different perfumes, choosing new clothes, and you feel that it's not for you. In intimacy, gestures change. Touch that used to be warm is now rushed or distant, and you wonder if you're imagining things. But no, your heart perceives what the mind is still trying to ignore. Then comes emotional distance, the cruelest of all. They no longer share details of their day, don't ask how you're really doing, avoid deep conversations. When you try to talk about feelings, they change the subject or smile lightly, as if your concerns were exaggerated. You realize you're alone, even when together, and that loneliness hurts more than any argument. You also notice changes in their social circle. Mutual friends disappear, family gatherings are avoided, events that were once routine now turn into excuses. And when you ask, the reaction is impatience, irritation, or that smile trying to hide the truth. It's a silent isolation, a strategy you feel deep in your chest even without words. Communication changes subtly, but devastatingly. Words of affection disappear, attention becomes rare, any gesture of empathy seems calculated or absent. Before you could cry, laugh, vent. Now you feel every emotion passes unnoticed. They seem to have a parallel life of feelings, and you realize you're fighting alone to maintain something that no longer exists in the same way. But the truth hurts even more when you realize what's really happening inside you. Every sign you felt, evasion, distance, divided attention, small lies, changes in appearance, lack of empathy, is not imagination. It's reality quietly screaming, its betrayal slowly revealing itself, leaving invisible scars on your heart. And then you understand that it's not your fault. Not fault for loving, trusting, or wanting to believe. They chose to betray, but you choose to love yourself. Recognizing the truth is the first step to liberation. You feel the pain, but also the strength growing inside you. Confidence, self-esteem, self-love, these don't depend on them, they depend on you. You take a deep breath and realize you can act. You don't need to confront immediately, but you observe, feel, and notice patterns. You understand you have a right to the truth and deserve someone present with body, mind, and heart. Every small gesture, every distant attitude, every subtle lie now becomes clear. You deserve someone who chooses you every day. True love exists, but it cannot survive on a foundation of lies. Recognizing deceit when it appears is an act of courage, not weakness. You decide to free yourself from what corrodes your soul. Reclaim your self-esteem and open space for a love that respects, values, and transforms. If you recognize any of these signs, comment below. Share your story, because in doing so, you will grow stronger. And if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe now to gain strength, truths, and support for love without masks. Don't ignore the pain, don't ignore the signs. Face the truth and free yourself from the lie. You deserve to be truly loved, with presence, loyalty, and a whole heart. Never forget it. Betrayal does not define who you are, it defines who they are. Emotional freedom begins when you choose yourself first.